Hi YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm coming at you today with a one brand tutorial for Wet n Wild. So first I'm going in with the Coverall Concealer. I'm just patting that on my eyes to use as a primer. Next I'm going in with the Comfort Zone palette. I'm taking the green eyelid shade and putting that all over my eyelid. Shocker, right? I'm actually using a lot of Wet n Wild brushes too, because they are really awesome. Then I'm going in with the creamy, it's called Brow Bone, but I use it as an inner corner highlight. Because there are no mattes in this palette, I'm actually taking the Megaglo contouring palette in Dulce de Leche and using the contouring shade for my crease and the highlighting shade on my brow bone. It's very matte brow bone. Next I'm going in with the green crease shade and using that in my outer V. Next I'm taking their blue-brown pigment definer shade, and that's actually what I'm using for eyeliner. Rather than buying an eyeliner, I liked this better. Next I'm going in with their Max Volume Mascara. This is actually a surprisingly good mascara. Especially once it dried up a little bit, it really wound up giving good volume. It does only last like 2 months though before it's dried up and dead. But for $4.99, I can deal. Next, I'm going in with that contour shade again, and I'm using that in my eyebrows. Trust me, this contour palette is a major multitasker. Next, I'm going in with the brow mascara. It is tinted, but it wasn't really tinted enough for what I wanted, which is why I did the brow powder first. But it does hold in place pretty well. I decided to skip the face primer because I don't like their face primer. This Coverall Foundation has oxidized somehow, like it came to me that color, and that is not the color it should be. So I mixed in some foundation mixer with it, and I mixed in too much, as per usual. So I'm actually going to go back in a second and add in more foundation to get what is probably at least closer to a correct color for me. That said, this foundation, even with the mixer, does cover the face really well, which, as I'm sure you guys could see at the time that I filmed this, I was broken out. Not so much anymore, thank goodness. Next, I'm going back in with that concealer and concealing everything, including on my under eyes. Next I'm going in with that matte highlight and I'm setting my under eye. Then I'm going in with the Coverall Powder, which I love, and I hate that I can only get it online anymore, which is why I own like 5, and setting my entire face. Next, I'm going in with that definer shade for the eyes again, and I'm lining my lower lash line with it. Now we are doing the actual contour. If you're new here, I like to lay down my contour first and then go back and blend it in. Yes, I know one side is going to be a little bit darker than the other. That's a fact of editing. You hate everything you do later on. Now, I don't have a bronzer from Wet n Wild. I'm not entirely sure if they make one. Do they? But I use the contour as a bronzer instead. Next, I am taking the Megaglo highlighter in Precious Petals. I'm actually taking it with my finger. And I am just highlighting some of the high points of my face. You know, the usuals. Next, I am taking an Ombre blush, and I'm just dusting that along the cheeks. Finally, I am taking a liquid Catsuit. They're great. This is Rebel Rose, and I'm just popping that on the lips. So that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I really appreciate it. Hopefully, I'll see you later. Bye.